Welcome everybody to this episode of the NFL Draft Geek Film Room. I'm Brian Johannes, and on this episode, we're taking a look at Purdue tight end Brycen Hopkins. Here's a 6'4", 245-pound athletic pass catcher. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at different clips of his games, and I'm going to show you the type of prospect that he is, and then I'm going to wrap things up by kind of going where I think he could be drafted and his overall projection as it relates to the 2020 NFL Draft. So let's go ahead. Let's get into the game film. In today's NFL, we're seeing a lot of these high-end tight ends, guys like Travis Kelce and George Kittle, and we saw Gronkowski, so on and so forth, is their ability to be a mismatch weapon in the passing game. And so when I look at tight ends, one of the things I want to look at is their ability to run routes and get open and create that separation. And we see that in Brycen Hopkins. So he's lined up over here in the slot, and with the defender back, he sees this and knows, hey, this guy's kind of expecting me maybe to go deep. I'm running a short in-breaking route, just put a foot down, quick foot down, and he's able to just make that cut inside to the open area and reach up and pluck the ball out of the air. Another clip shows down here, once again, he's working out of the slot, just the ability to go and make a quick little spin move and create the separation. As we look back at that, he's able to just turn, quickly spin. He had that defender moving back, so the defender is taking that step back. He's almost basically boxing him out like in basketball, getting a rebound, and then quickly able to just kind of spin, pin him back there, and make that catch. Here against TCU, we see him just a little quick hesitation, kind of almost like a little hesitate and go. A little hesitate, break outside, and then he's able to make this catch and make another quick move to reel off a long run. And a lot of that was set up because he was able to just make that quick little, kind of like popped up a little bit and then broke outside with his quickness. See, once again, a little hesitate and just breaks outside. Just another example of him running a quick out route. Just goes, sees the guy playing back, and is able to quickly roll out. It's not the most precise, crisp route, but he doesn't need to. This linebacker is falling back. He just needs to plant this right inside leg and push outside to get that separation, get to the open area. My favorite route for Brycen Hopkins is this play right here. He's lined up in the inside of this trip set. He's going to run kind of an angle route and break inside. And as we see here, he angles out. So this linebacker is having to kind of cut out here, and it's a good play design too. And so he's got his body movement thinking he's going to run like a wheel route or something, and he sells it. But then he puts this foot down and curls back inside. This defender is, basically tripping up on their own feet. And he's able to come here and get this nice, easy catch. And, well, not nice, easy catch, because as you could see, he has to reach down to pluck it. So not only does it show his route running ability, he's selling this outside, but then he's able to also reach down. This ball's kind of out in front and a little bit low. He's able to reach down, make that hands catch to get the first down. That's on third down, as we see it in full speed again. So that last clip was great because it showed, once again, his ability to, pluck the ball out of there. Short, a little bit low. We saw one of the first clips, he got a ball high. On this clip, he shows the ability to adjust to the ball. So he's going to run kind of like a wheel-based route right here, and the ball is slightly behind. And as you can see, he's already looking back and adjusting, and he's able to kind of spin and make kind of an effortless athletic catch. Just this ability to kind of just turn his head, spin around, make the catch, and still move not only shows his body control, his hands, but also just his plain athletic ability. One of the things I always look for in tight ends especially, but with receivers also, is I want to see them go up and attack the ball. I don't want a tight end that's going to wait for the ball to come to them. If they're in a contested catch situation, I want them to go up and get it. So leaping ability, high pointing the ball is important to me. And we're going to see that on this play right here. Brycen Hopkins is right here, as we see. They're going to run a play action throw down the field. And because the quarterback's getting pressured, he has to kind of throw off balance, and he puts some air under this ball. But Brycen Hopkins is able to go up and make that catch. Not the easiest of catches, but he's able to leap up as he's falling down, make that catch, and hold on to it. And that's just one of those things that I really like to see out of a tight end. Now, to play tight end in the NFL, sure, there's guys like Jimmy Graham and them that have had success in this league that have not been the best blockers. But if you look at guys like George Kittle and Rob Gronkowski, they were very good blockers. Now, I'm not going to put Brycen Hopkins into the George Kittle and Rob Gronkowski level of blockers, because too much time on his tape, he's not as effective. Sometimes he shies away from contact. Sometimes he struggles with the maintaining blocks. But then you see clips like this. Hopkins is lined up in line on the left-hand side, and he's going to attack and seal off this defender. So as we watch this clip, he engages right here, and he's able to just turn enough. Okay? He pushes with this inside arm. He flips his hips around, and he's able to seal off that defender so that the running back can get by. Showing this strength, it's not a ton. It's not like he's dominating and moving him, but he's able to steer him just enough and get those hips around to seal him off. And then in this last clip, he's lined up kind of like a fullback, H-back type role, and he's going to stay in him for pass protection, and you can just see his athletic ability to kind of slide and use his length. It wasn't Von Miller in there pass rushing, but he was able to get his hands on that defender and keep him at bay, push him up the pocket, showing that, hey, he may not be an elite blocker in this league, but he's at least got the tools to be effective. And sometimes just being effective is all you need. There's a lot to like about Brycen Hopkins, and I think those clips of those games really show why he is one of my favorite tight end prospects in the 2020 NFL Draft. Currently, he is my second-rated tight end in this class, only behind Adam Troutman of Dayton. While I have him as my second-rated guy, I have him kind of being a late first, early second-round grade. I don't think he's going to go there. To me, he reminds me a lot of Austin Hooper. Austin Hooper came out of Stanford a few years ago, had a lot of the same traits, good pass catcher, good at attacking the ball up in the air. He ended up falling to the third round and got selected by the Atlanta Falcons. Took some time to develop initially before he kind of found his groove. Had a good last couple of years, then now signed a big money contract with the Cleveland Browns. I can see a lot of that in Brycen Hopkins. I think third round is kind of the sweet spot for him. I think he is a guy that maybe might need a little bit of time to develop at first, like a lot of rookie tight ends do. But then I think he's going to have, in essence, a similar career path to Austin Hooper. Brycen Hopkins might not be the second tight end taken. He might be the third or fourth or fifth. But I think when it's all said and done, just like Austin Hooper was his year, he's going to develop into one of the better tight ends in the NFL, and that's where I think. That's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this episode of the NFL Draft Geek Film Room. Make sure that you not only subscribe here on YouTube, give it a thumbs up, but also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at draft_Brian. I've also linked below, put a link to my Patreon page, newly created. If you like these videos, you want to see more, think about going to that Patreon page and contributing. Eventually going to get some exclusive material there, but just something to kind of get more bang for your buck. So thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time.